Okay, so as promised, we're gonna knock out these cherry balsamic pork chops today. I got the recipe list, and the recipe list is pretty cool because it tells you what you actually need to cook it with. I need a medium pot, a large pan. So, medium pot, large pan, boom and boom. A baking sheet. It's fucking up here. Yes, gaze upon my nipple. Fucking Christ. Okay. Baking sheet. Vegetable oil, sugar, and butter. Shoot in here. Alright, where the fuck is my sugar? Vegetable oil, sugar, and those did not come in the kit, by the way. That's one of the things that I have against it, is that for some reason they like to claim they include everything, but they kind of don't. And where's the bag? Cherry balsamic pork chops. And where's the pork chops themselves? Oh god, I hope I put them in the fridge. Here, pork chop, pork chop. No, no. Okay, here we go. And pork chops. Alright, so heat and prep. Adjust rack to upper position. Done and done. Preheat oven to 450 degrees. I do like that it tells you to do this before you actually start cooking, because I hate recipes that say do this, that, and the other thing, and then place into a preheated oven like we're fucking supposed to know it was supposed to be preheated. Cool. So, prep all the ingredients. We're going to need a cutting board for that. And this thing includes tongs as something that I need to grab, but fails to mention a cutting board. But, you know, much like everybody else who's ever failed at anything, they try. So what this thing has me doing is I gotta fuck up some shallots. Halve and peel shallots, finely mince one and thinly slice the other. Sounds like fun. Where the hell is my shallot carving knife? Here we go, shallot carving knife. Using the same idea that I did when I was cutting the onions. So let's see if we can get this into a better position. So to put it in perspective, this is how detailed the instructions are. Preheat and prep, wash all produce, do the rack, and then it actually gets into the chopping of the shallots issue. It's pretty good if you don't know what the hell you're doing. So if you're thinking about getting this because you don't have confidence cooking, you can't really go wrong with that. But like I said, don't expect it to hold your hand all the way. You kind of got to read ahead. The shallot is giving me a hard time. Anyway, you guys have seen me chop plenty of shit, so I'll get back to you when this is done. One shallot, finely chopped. One shallot, thinly sliced. Alright, step one is done. Step two, cook the kusa kusa. So we need, melt half the garlic herb butter in a medium pot over medium heat. Sweet. Medium pot. Probably should not be doing that over glass. Medium heat. And here's the ingredients for this. We got butter. This is the shit that came in the bag. So let's move the camera this way. Yeah, check out my camera work. Alright, oh Jesus. Christ. Fuck. Stay. Swear to Christ, I'll hand you. Alright, so we got butter. We got broccoli florets. We got the power cord for the camera, because nothing but the second best when it comes to production values around here. What else we got in here? Couscous. Cherry jam. That's my jam. The HelloFresh chicken sauce shit, and some balsamic vinegar. Alright, so about half of this in there. Now this is nice and hard. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. 1/2? Okay, I'll cut the fucking bag in half. Boom. Half. Done. Now I think there's more on the bottom than the top, so we'll do another nice little slice and just pop it out of there. There we go. And that is going to be way too hot. Turn the heat down a bit. Alright. Bottom of medium pot over medium high heat. Add minced shallot. Yeah, cool. So that will be mixed with that. And there's some light so you can see the excitement as it occurs. Some of that excitement might be this towel catching on fire because it was actually on the stove. I need something to mix with. Alright, got my whacking stick. Back to you when it's ready. Okay, so the butter melted. It's got a little bit of smoke to it, and I don't think this is going to bubble as much as the rest of the stuff because the butter's already been kind of cooked down. So we're going to add the shallots. And we're going to get this nice and soft and translucent and all that butter. And while that's doing its thing, which according to this should take anywhere between 2 or 3 minutes, we're going to figure out where we're going to get a cup of water from. And I think we're going to use the sink on this one. One cup of the world's finest water. Dihydrogen monoxide. So instead of staring at this for like 3 minutes waiting for it to do something, I'm going to fast forward a bit. Shallots are looking good. They're getting a little translucent and you can really start to smell. Oh God! Okay, that was the oven telling me it's up to heat. Alright, so they're getting translucent and you can really start to smell them. And right about there is where you want to start doing the rest of the crap. Now, what is the rest of the crap? Stir in ½ cup water. What? 1 cup water. Alright, I was about to say if you made me measure out a cup and then expect me to pour ½ cup, you are sorely mistaken, mister. There we go. And half of the HelloFresh chicken concentrate. You know it's good. It's got the brand name right on it. Now, I have no idea how the fuck they expect me to measure out half of this. So we're gonna eyeball it, because I don't know how much we even started with. So we'll say the chicken's halfway, we're gonna squeeze on the cock. And squeeze that out there, boom. Yeah, we'll do a little more, because fuck it. There we are. Let's see if we're making chicken soup basically right now. So I see what they want us to do. The butter flavors the onion. We cook the bite out of the onion basically. Or, sorry, shallot. And after that we're going to start mixing in the pasta, and with any luck that'll taste absolutely delicious. Bring to a boil, add couscous and remove from heat. Alright, so remember my instant rice recipe? Same plan. Boil the water, throw the couscous in, throw a lid on it. And to do that I have to find the lid. What in the black Spanish Harlem is going on here? Here it is. Boom. So, and we're not going to do that whole wait for shit to boil game. I hate doing the wait for shit to boil game. I'm just going to crank the heat up. And I'll turn this back on when it's boiling. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Witch's brew, and I don't know how the fucking rest goes, but we're gonna throw the couscous in there anyway. So this is like a ½ cup of couscous according to package directions, and it says, oh shit, a pinch of salt. That's what it says. Where the fuck did I put the salt? There we go. Fucking pinch of salt. Take it off the heat before we boil off too much water. Add the couscous. Alright, so we missed all of that because I took it off the heat. Here we go. Dumped in all the couscous. Give it a quick stir. Put the lid on it. Fuck. Fuck, I just got the lid. No. Couscous, stirred, lid. Yay. Fucking whoop-de-doo. Pan out a bit, that's right. Technology, bitches. Pan. We are on step number 3 of our magical adventure, sear pork. Where the fuck is the pork chops? There we go. I'm gonna crank the heat up. What the fuck am I doing? Oh, drizzle of oil in a large pan over medium-high heat. Alright, we can do that. I think I can figure that out. Now, I believe drizzle is an Old English measurement of about, fuck it, that much. Where the hell are my pork chops at? Where are the pork chop people at? Alright, so this is what I'm really interested about. Is how close to each other the pork chops are in size. Here's my fucking cutting board. Gonna move the camera for a second. I wonder why I didn't put it in the middle in the first place. That would have made more sense. You guys could have watched the excitement that is the couscous. Alright, so there's 2 pork chops in here according to the package. So one of the really weird things about HelloFresh that I've noticed is the outside of the meat packages are actually slimy, which means that either they leak, which I haven't seen one leak, but that to me means that there's a chance that there's going to be a little bit of leakage happening. It's a lot of liquid coming out of there. Liquid means it's fresh. Liquid does not mean it's fresh. What the fuck did they make this out of? Here we go. Alright. A little paper towel action. Absorb all that shit. There we go. Taste that trichinosis. So let's see how the pork chops are. Pork chop number 1. Pork chop number 2. And they're about the same size. That's wonderful news. That's wonderful news for everybody. I'm gonna dab the shit out of them to dry them because, like I said, they were pretty much soaking in water. Hopefully it's water. There's 2 reasons why a package of meat gets that juicy. One is all the water that they ship it with to increase its weight is leaking out of it. The other one is that it's gone bad and the proteins are breaking down into a liquid form. Now if it was the second one, you'd be able to smell it, and it doesn't smell like that, which is good. Alright, season pork over with salt and pepper. Again, they do not provide you with the salt and pepper. But I got my salt and pepper. That's right. Yeah! Oh, look at all them. It's like a beautiful, full freckled baby boy. Pepper? Where the fuck is our salt? Okay, that was a trick. It's not our salt shaker. It's just a salt shaker. It's not a salt shaker with salt in it. So where the fuck did I put it? There we go. Well, you know what? Let's get kinky. Let's throw some kosher salt on there. There we go. Boom. Salt and pepper, right? Now let's see how the oil's doing. Oh yeah. Pan. Oil is doing good. Slap the pork chops in it. When you put pork chops into oil, put them going away from you instead of like the way I used to do it. When you slap them straight down and they splash oil on you. Now we should do it about 3 to 4 minutes per side. And we're gonna get back when it's done. Cool, so the pork chops have been doing their thing for about 2 or 3 minutes. We're gonna grab some tongs. And we're gonna start flipping them. We're gonna see how we're doing. Looking for it. Oh yeah, that's what we're looking for. That nice brown texture. That one's even better because that one cooperated. There we go. So, Jesus Christ. Got to turn this fan off while I'm talking. Cool, so when I put it in the oil, you kind of got to move it around to get oil underneath it, and it's going to be that oil that gets it nice and brown, because you can see this one didn't really touch anything, so I only got that brown outer ring. Now this is the one that looks pretty. That's the one that I'm making for my special certain someone, if you know what I'm saying, and I do believe you do. I'm going to turn down the heat a little bit more though, because I don't think they cooked through enough for the amount of burning that they got. We'll get back to you when we're ready to mess around with the rest of it. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you! Next stage of our shenanigans involves me holding this damn thing sideways to get that nice sear all the way around the pork chop. Once we do that, the instructions say I should put it on a baking sheet. So I'm gonna go get a baking sheet, but first I gotta do this to the other pork chop too. So while I was doing this, one of the things I noticed with the pork chops is if you look down at the edge of this, you see how it's cut unevenly. It's about 1 inch on this side and about 3/4 of an inch on that side. In this case, it's not that big of a deal, but if any kind of quality control issues like that persist, it's going to mess up the way you're cooking stuff, because half of it is going to get overcooked by the time the other half is fully cooked. So it's one of the things to consider while if you're willing to buy this product or not. Alright, chops are nice and brown all the way around. We're going to transfer them over to the pan. See, nice and brown all the way around. We're going to throw them on that pan, and it says add a little bit of oil to the pan. Jesus. What the fuck am I thinking? Move them off to the side. The pork chops I'm not worried about sticking, but the broccoli might. So we're going to drizzle a little bit of broccoli, or oil. Just like that. A really good way to spread oil around on a pan is with paper towels, because paper towels act kind of like a paintbrush. See that? Look at all that oil. That way we don't over oil it, but we also don't have to worry about the broccoli sticking. Take the broccoli. Just like that. Okay, so this kind of stuff makes me think that that was machine chopped, because that's not exactly something that I would offer for one of my friends to eat. Hey dog, you like broccoli? Too bad I'm eating it. It's kind of like your weed. You gotta pick out the stems and seeds. Oh, speaking of which, now another Halloween, we have our special guest, Julian. What's this? Come on. Here he goes. The vampire, Julio. No, that's not food. Oh, he buggered off. Alright, back to cooking. Add a little bit of oil to this thing. Where the hell is the oil? Yeah. You're being cute. He doesn't like the outfit too much. So drizzle a little bit of oil over it. Oh Jesus, okay, that's not a drizzle. Fuck it. Hey, look at me drizzling. This is me drizzling. It's alright, I washed my hands. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. Cover that shit in oil. There we go. A little bit of salt. Yes, I do disperse everything from industrial size containers. And a little bit of pepper. And that pan is catching on fire, because I forgot to turn the heat off. Sweet. Okay, what the hell do they want me to do with this? Okay, throw it in the oven. Shit. Okay, move that. The oven's at 450 degrees, and I do use a thermometer in there, because you can never tell what the hell your oven's up to. Put that in there at 450. Instructions say, take that off before it burns, about 10 to 15 minutes. So what we're waiting for right now actually is just for the broccoli to finish cooking. Okay, so when I did the initial review of the product, I said that one of the issues I have is this isn't waterproof. All these are grease splatters that happened while I was frying the pork. So if you want to save these menus for later, it's not a bad idea, but it should probably be laminated if you're going to plan on doing something like that, because they're just not going to last long. It looks pretty, but it's really not forgiving at all. Alright, so that's in the oven. Meanwhile, lower heat under same pan to medium. Add a drizzle of oil. Shit. Drizzle of oil. Throw in the shallots. And it's still hot, that's why the oil's running like crazy. Add some shallots. Yeah, you hear that? gonna, according to this, lightly brown them. Although I do have a feeling that I'm using too large of a pan for this next plan. So we're going to do a minor correction and move everything over. Because I'm making a sauce, I don't want that big ass pan. All that big ass pan is going to do is make the sauce evaporate before it has a chance to set. Which kind of sucks because now some of the pork chop juice is going to be missing. And it's alright though, I'll make do. There we go, we got that. Do I have a better pan? No, I think dirtying 2 pans will be enough. Trouble I got with this pan is it's a little flimsy, but flimsy is good. Alright, that's doing its thing. So that's going to take about 5 minutes. There we go. So I read ahead a bit. And it says I'm going to need the vinegar, which is this crap, half a cup of water, which I just filled up, and this cherry jam kind of jubilee bullshit, and the remaining stock concentrate. Good thing I read ahead again. So, cool part about little containers like this is they're absolutely fucking worthless. And if you're a company that serves stuff in containers like this, stop it. It's annoying. You can't get the shit out. And when you do get it out, there's more left in the container, and then fucking comes out, and it's just a giant pain in the ass, and it's a waste of glass. I'm not a damn tourist. This isn't a goddamn, oh Jesus, what just exploded? Oh, the pan warped. That's fine. So, you know, don't do that. Nobody's gonna buy your damn jam because it's in a cute, adorable container. It's annoying. Let's see if we can zoom in. Dun dun dun! Alright, cool. Camera over. I probably should have hit record after I was done doing all that shit. Shallots are browned. And when they brown like this, they get a sweeter flavor. That's kind of the idea. We're going to turn down the heat a little bit because I think they're cooking a little too... Christ almighty. Alright, vinegar. Word of advice, if you do make this dish, loosen up the damn vinegar. It's 25 milliliters, by the way, if you plan on copying it. Here we go. Whew. Best part about cooking with vinegar is you gotta kind of prepare your soul for it. Because once you get a good whiff of that, it'll burn your lungs out. Alright, so reduce it by half, which happened pretty much instantly upon hitting the pan. Gonna make a little paste out of this. Shallots, vinegar. Alright, we're about paste level. Time to add the water. Water, check. Stock concentrate. This is chicken stock. Check. Stir that shit in there. Salt and pepper. 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. Who the fuck has a 1/4 teaspoon? Do I have a different sugar that's already open? No, I do not have different sugar that's already open. Alright, this is the sugar we're using. So I just opened an entire sugar packet so I can put 1/4 teaspoon of it in there for flavor. See, this is the kind of shit that would be perfect if it just came with it. Because right now, not only did I spend about 10 bucks on this meal, which that's, no, actually, once you consider all the shipping and handling, you're looking at about $15 per meal. But I also had to ruin about $1 worth of sugar because I am never going to use that shit again. Hopefully, nope, never mind. We don't even use it in coffee. Salt, pepper, blah 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 blah. When the fuck do I put this in? Salt, pepper, butter, couscous, herb. Where the fuck is this? Hold on one second, I'm feeling stupid right now. I'll get back to you as soon as I unfuck myself. Perfect, figured it out right at the beginning. Jam. Stir that shit in there. Now when you stir in sugary stuff like this, kinda gotta mix it in real quick, because otherwise it'll sink to the bottom of the pan where it's gonna burn and turn sour. There we go. There we are. It more or less just disappears. What else did it want in there? 1 tablespoon plain butter. Again, beautiful thing if they would have just included butter. Because if you buy this, you're getting ready to cook and you find out on the last list on the ingredients that, oh, by the way, you have to purchase your own butter. Kind of fucking sucks. So, 1 tablespoon plain butter. Salt and pepper. I have no idea what it's supposed to taste like, so we're just going to do this. I'm going to let it do its thing until it thickens up, and then I'll get back to you. I'm trying to reduce this thing by half as per directions, but also to turn down the heat. So I don't know if I'm fucking up right now by cranking the heat back up, or if I'm being super smart. But one thing will eventually lead to another, and we'll either have dinner or a house fire, which is nice. Kind of curious to see what this tastes like. So I'm gonna take a little spoon, just get a little bit on there for flavor. Kind of weird, not bad though. Kind of weird though, but not bad though. Kind of weird though. All right, I'm just gonna crank this bitch to high. I'm tired of waiting. Oh Jesus, how's the pork chops doing? Out of my way, out of my way, dog. So we're gonna begin our magical journey to find pot holders, and I'll be back in a moment. So as always, everything went terribly wrong all at the same time. I found the pot holders. This shit started boiling like crazy. And it is definitely finished in the oven. So first things first, I'm gonna take the pan off the heat, because if you ever want to stop something from burning, you take it off the heat. You don't turn the stove down, you just take the shit off the heat. Alright, let's see how we're doing on the rest of this crap. Alright, let's just pan out. Yeah, behold the power of my technologies. Yeah, you like that? Take that, Mr. Spielberg. Let's see how we're doing it here. Oh, fuck. Ass. Shit. Titties. Bitch. Boom, baby. Looks good. Broccoli's nice and cooked. Pork chops are definitely brown on the outside. Have no idea what they're like on the inside, but we're gonna find out together. Alright, I need to clean off a cutting board, and we're gonna get this party started. So I'm gonna take these pork chops and I'm gonna throw them on this cutting board to cool. Sweet, they didn't stick at all. They just come right off. They look pretty damn delicious, honestly, I couldn't lie. Look at how nice and red and orange they are. But the broccoli also didn't stick. It's got a nice burn to it. So that should bring out the sweetness to it. Where the hell is a good serving plate for broccoli? Fuck it. Bowl. Broccoli in a cereal bowl, the way God intended. So while we're preparing this, and the reason why I'm putting the broccoli in a cereal bowl is so it doesn't cool down too much while we're waiting for the pork chops to rest, because you gotta let food rest, especially big chops like that. Let it calm down a bit, let the juices separate, go back into the meat, and it'll loosen up a bit too, so it won't be quite as tough. Unless I overcook the shit out of it, which is a non-zero chance that that did in fact occur. Alright, so we got the broccoli, we got the pork chops. Now we're gonna start fucking with the couscous. As soon as I remember not to pick up that damn pan with my bare hands. Where the fuck are my pot holders? No, I don't need to put them back in there. There we go. Alright, let's see what the couscous is up to. There we go. Ooh, that fluffed up real nice. Let's see where we're on the step. We are on plate and serve. Fold pork over a pan with tongues. Blah blah blah. Don't care, don't care. Transfer to cutting board. That's what we did. Couscous between blah blah blah. Where the fuck? Here we go. Fluff couscous with a fork and stir in remaining garlic butter. Oh god, I hope I didn't throw it out. No, I didn't throw it out. Did I? No, that's the garlic butter I pushed out already. Where the fuck is the garlic butter? It's not the trash. Then put it back in the box. Nope, not back in the box. The mystery deepens. Ah, here we go. So, rest of garlic butter. Plop. And plop. Stir that shit in, but I like this pan, so we're gonna use the serving spoon to stir it with. Oh, that couscous does look nice. No water at the bottom of the pan either, so that means it absorbed all of it. Get that all buttered up. I've actually never made couscous before, so this is kind of a first time thing for me. Alright, so got the butter ready. It's all up in there, buttery as fuck. Good. Serving plate. Couscous. Nice, about half of it. Just like that. Broccoli. Get the fuck out of my way, jerk ass. Get out of my shot. A bit of broccoli. Pork chop. That looks like a pretty good plate. Restaurant I would be worth about 15 bucks. Unfortunately, I have to go through the pain in the ass of actually cooking it, but that's okay because we'll see how we like it. I'll give you a review after we're done eating it. I'm gonna pour the sauce on it too. I almost forgot. Where the hell is my sauce pouring ladle thingy, booger my barber? What in the hell? Here you go. Naughty little minx. Quiet, dog. I'll eat you. I'll eat you in the face. Here we go. Stir it all up, get all the flavors together. Get a nice little puddle of it going. Just go balls deep. There we go. That actually looks pretty damn gusto, if you don't mind me saying. Hello Fresh. Pork chops with cherry sauce, couscous, and broccoli. Bon appetit. Alright, so pork chops came out pretty damn good, not gonna lie. I might make them again.